Have you ever had a powerful idea or dream? Something that lit you up inside, only to watch it fade away the moment self-doubt crept in? You know the voice, "I'm not good enough. I don't think I can do this. What if I fail?" It shows up without an invitation, and before you know it, you're stuck in hesitation, overthinking, and inaction. If this sounds familiar, let me be clear. You are not broken. You are not weak. And you're definitely not alone. Every single person, no matter how confident they seem, has struggled with self-doubt at some point. The difference between those who stay stuck and those who become unstoppable lies not in avoiding self-doubt, but in learning how to rise above it. Self-doubt is like a fog. It doesn't always come in as a storm. Sometimes it rolls in slowly, subtly, and quietly distorts your perception. It makes things that are achievable seem impossible. It shrinks your goals. It delays your actions, and over time, it convinces you to play small, to stay quiet, and to settle. But here's the truth. Self-doubt is not a permanent condition. It's not who you are. It's a learned response, and just like it was learned, it can be unlearned. What's on the other side of self-doubt isn't just confidence. It's clarity, power, and a deep belief in your own potential. So today, you're going to learn how to silence that voice, step into your full strength, and become truly unstoppable. Let's begin with the root of self-doubt. It doesn't usually start with failure. It starts with fear. Fear of being judged. Fear of not being enough. Fear of disappointing others, or worse, disappointing yourself. Most of this fear is internal, a battle between the person you are and the person you believe you should be. That internal tug-of-war creates a loop. You want to move forward, but you're scared of what happens if you do. So you freeze, you procrastinate, and the longer you hesitate, the stronger the doubt grows. But what if you viewed self-doubt not as a weakness, but as a sign, a signal that you're standing on the edge of growth? Because here's something no one tells you. The presence of self-doubt is often the greatest indicator that you're about to do something meaningful. People don't doubt themselves when they're coasting. They doubt themselves when they're stretching. That fear, that resistance, it's not proof that you can't. It's proof that you're about to evolve. And that shift in mindset is everything. Instead of asking, "What if I fail?" ask, "What if I never try?" Instead of thinking, "I'm not ready," ask yourself, "What if taking action is what makes me ready?" Confidence isn't a prerequisite for action. It's a result of it. Every small step forward, every risk you take, every moment you show up despite the doubt, you're building something far more powerful than perfection. You're building belief. And belief is the enemy of self-doubt. You see, your brain listens to what you tell it. If you constantly feed it thoughts of unworthiness, it will believe you. But the same is true for the opposite. If you start reminding yourself of your wins, even the small ones, your brain begins to build a new pattern. It starts to recognize evidence of your capability, and over time, that evidence builds into confidence. But that's not all. To beat self-doubt, you have to go beyond your thoughts and change your environment. Look around you. Who are you spending time with? Are they lifting you up or pulling you down? Are they encouraging your growth or reinforcing your limitations? Surrounding yourself with people who believe in you, especially when you don't, is one of the most powerful ways to silence doubt. Because sometimes the most courageous thing you can do is borrow belief until you find your own. And let's talk about comparison. Nothing feeds self-doubt like constantly measuring your journey against someone else's. Social media makes this worse. You see someone else's highlight reel and compare it to your behind the scenes. You start to think they have it all figured out. But you don't see their doubts, their failures, or their fears. Everyone has a story they're fighting through, so stop judging your progress by someone else's pace. Run your own race. Your journey is yours, and that makes it powerful. Now, here's something practical. Whenever you feel self-doubt creeping in, ask yourself these 3 questions. Is this thought based on fact or fear? Would I say this to someone I care about? What would I do right now if I believed in myself? These questions disrupt the pattern. They create space, and in that space, you get to choose your next move, not your fear. Another powerful shift: action. You can't think your way out of self-doubt. You have to act your way through it. Action creates clarity. Action builds momentum. Even small steps matter, because when you act, you're proving to yourself that you're in control, not your doubt. Don't wait until you feel ready. Move forward and let readiness catch up. Here's a truth worth remembering. Most people you admire started before they felt confident. They started while they were still figuring it out. What made them unstoppable wasn't that they never doubted themselves. It's that they never let doubt win. You don't have to be fearless to be powerful. You just have to be brave enough to take the next step. Remember, your value is not measured by perfection. It's measured by your willingness to show up. Show up when it's hard. Show up when you're scared. Show up when you don't feel like it. Because that consistency, that commitment to growth, is what makes you unstoppable. Let's also talk about your self-talk. The way you speak to yourself matters. Your internal dialogue shapes your reality. So instead of saying, "I can't," start saying, "I'm learning." Instead of saying, "I'll never be good at this," say, "I'm improving every day." Speak to yourself with the same kindness and encouragement you would give to someone you love. Because you deserve it. If there's one thing I want you to take from this, it's that self-doubt does not have the final say in your life. You do. You have the power to rewrite the story. To shift the narrative from "I don't think I can" to "I'm doing it anyway." From "what if I fail" to "what if this works." From "I'm not enough" to "I'm more than capable." The world needs your voice, your ideas, your energy. But most of all, it needs your courage. Not the absence of fear, but the strength to keep moving through it. Because that's where transformation lives. Not in waiting for the doubt to disappear, but in walking straight through it with your head high and your heart open. You have everything you need within you already. You've proven it by surviving every challenge you faced. You've already overcome things you once thought would break you. That strength is still in you. It's waiting for you to trust it. So let today be the day you decide. Decide that self-doubt won't hold you back any longer. Decide that your dreams are worth the effort. Decide that you're done shrinking to make others comfortable. Decide that you are ready. Not someday, but now. Be bold enough to start before you're ready. Be consistent enough to keep going when it gets hard. Be patient enough to let growth unfold. And be kind enough to yourself through it all. Because the truth is, you don't need permission to be great. You don't need to wait for the fear to vanish. You just need to begin. Doubt may show up, but it doesn't get to decide. You do. So go ahead, step forward, speak up, stand tall. The version of you that is unstoppable is not a fantasy. It's a decision, a choice, one you can make today. Right now.